Well, we're still waiting for a formal announcement. We hope that the visit happens as soon as possible, and we are at the professional level engaging with our Indian friends to try and make sure that this visit delivers the maximum result possible for both countries. We are talking about, upgrading our defense industry cooperation. We are talking about streamlining our financial cooperation to engage in more activities when it comes to high-tech, especially AI, quantum, and cyber, and many other things that have to do with transportation, with agriculture, water, and many other fields. Well, at this point, what we are doing is trying to concentrate in studying more deeply what Israel can do in terms of preparing infrastructure in Israel itself. We have been developing our ports pretty extensively in the last few years and invited foreign investors, including, of course, Adani Group that owns one of the ports in Israel, in Haifa. But when it comes to the eastern border of Israel, there is much work to do in order to increase capacity so we can cope with merchandise that would be coming from the east towards Israel. And this merchandise can come from India, from Arab countries, from other places. There's much work that is needed to do. And also there's much coordination that we can have with our neighbors in that regard. And I hope that as a result of the fact that this is a common interest, we will see more activity in the coming years. Yeah. Well, when it comes to, you mentioned defense cooperation, and you mentioned
the free trade agreement.
Yes, and the free. Look, we have signed the TOR for the free trade agreement during the visit of Minister Piyush Goyal. At the end of February, actually 2 weeks from now, we are planned to have a round of negotiations. A delegation from Israel will come to India to engage. I think we are thinking of having this in two stages, to first concentrate in the sort of low-hanging fruit and then go to the tougher issues. But the intention is to try to finalize it this year. Now that India has already signed agreements with the main big markets, with the EU, with the United States, with the UAE, with Australia, with New Zealand, with Britain, I think that we'll have attention span to deal with us. I think that the expectation is that the 20-point plan will be implemented. We hope that diplomacy will win the day, that Hamas eventually will agree to fulfill what they have committed to in Sharm el-Sheikh, and that is to demilitarize. We have to engage in a process of de-radicalisation, and that is essential if we want to see sustainable reconstruction. Now, India can play a major role because India is the fastest growing economy today in the world and has a lot of opportunity to offer to all the players in our region, whether it be Israel or Arab countries. As much as we have stability as a result of the implementation of the plan, that will increase the chances that India will have a bigger role in the development of our region. Well, I think that the general interest of Israel that was represented by our Prime Minister is to make sure that all the elements in the plan that the theocratic radical regime in Iran had to exterminate the state of Israel, that all the elements of that plan are neutralized. The military nuclear program, the ballistic missile program, and the assistance of Iran to their proxies. Now, of course, that we prefer that all this is sorted out by diplomatic means, but I think that the United States is building military capabilities in order to make clear to the Iranians that they should take the world seriously, because they have been for decades trying to stall, play for time, deceive the world by cheating the NPT and the agreements that they are supposed to adhere to. And enough is enough. Now they have to deliver on the commitments that they put there before, but also they have to prove that they are going to depart from the destructive policies of the past that have been destabilizing the entire region and also putting an existential threat on our country.